Problems with service providers from time to time, and invariably, if you've got a complaint, you phone a call centre. Please hold. Your call is important to us. And you wait until your call is no longer as important to you as it was to them, and you put down the phone and you just end up hating the business with which you were dealing, and nobody wins. Often, when you do get through, the person at the other end of the line is either incapable of dealing with the problem or isn't empowered enough to make a decision on what you regard as a fairly simple problem. Give me my money back, or give me the value that I wanted. And so you get that growing frustration, and you would see a perfectly sensible solution to the problem. The company doesn't necessarily do so. Increasingly, though, consumers are turning to social media. Frustrated with official channels, they're skipping those official channels and they're going public with their complaints. They're just getting the hell in and they're going public. It undermines the official complaints process and makes it defunct in the 21st century, quite frankly. Louis Extian is Managing Director at Twisted Toast. We've had him on the radio before. Louis, when you look at what companies are doing, they're kind of failing on the customer service point of view in private. So what customers are doing is taking their disputes public.
Yes, that's right, Bruce, and they are successful in that, especially on Twitter. As soon as you complain on Twitter or you tweet the relevant brand's Twitter feed, or do it sort of publicly as well, brands who are digitally aware and socially aware will pick that up and often respond to that tweet really quickly, a lot quicker sometimes, well, most times, in fact, in my perception, than what they would do to a private complaint via a call center or the like.
Does this mean that the complaints line is a thing of the past?
No, it does not mean that at all. What it does mean, however, is that companies should apply a multiple platform approach to their customer service, as they actually should do on all their marketing, or for all their marketing, because of the let's say explosion of different media avenues open to the public and to brands and companies as well. They need to make sure that they are on all of the most important platforms simultaneously.
But if you are a company and you've got your complaints department, and your complaints department is behaving as complaints departments generally tend to do, which is pretty ineffective, you then are forcing people into the social media space. People become aware of the fact that social media is the place to complain, where you get the complaints resolved in public rather than in private. The company is shooting itself in the foot, isn't it? Because if it was doing its job properly in private, the scandals and the noise wouldn't go public.
Yes, you're actually correct, but companies privately do not really care that much, and they possibly don't invest as much as what they should in sort of replying to each individual complaint privately. But they fear social media. You see a tremendous amount of fear around, from chief executive level right down to the marketing departments of companies, because they've seen some really good examples worldwide of when customer complaints go wrong on social media, especially Twitter. It can cause a firestorm. So
but companies are scared of their clients, which is probably a healthy relationship to have with your clients. You need to be afraid of your clients because you need to be serving them better. But it's tragic that we've gone this way, Louis, and it's as a result of a failure within the company structure.
I don't think it's tragic. I think that social empowers everybody. So the power shift has gone towards the consumer in a sort of a media related way. At Twisted Toast Digital, we've sort of developed a little sort of philosophical statement around that topic, and that is that all brands are content brands. And that means that whether you produce beer, or whether you're in the airline industry, or whether you're a watchmaker, or whatever it is that you do, you are operating, because of what's happened in the digital world and the social world, you are operating as a media outlet yourself, whether you realize that or not. So it's a power shift on media platforms that has happened, and it's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. Louis Extian, Managing Director, Twisted Toast, but it is a failure. It's a corporate failing that if you can't deal with your dirty laundry in private, your dirty laundry is going to be hung out on the town washing line, and everybody's going to get to see it. What was that? Oh, yes, it was Woolies and Frankie's. Wasn't that just the most explosive use of social media in bringing a corporate into abeyance?
The Money Show on your number one news and talk station.